Hello, everyone, and welcome to the BCSC Tech Tips channel. Today, I have an awesome guest here that I've actually known for a very long time. Today, we're going to talk about its learning and tech tools, and my guest today is Courtney Foreman. Courtney is a former elementary school teacher and is now currently the UDL facilitator at Smith Elementary and Mount Healthy Elementary. So, Courtney, what tech tip or instructional strategy are you going to show us today?
Hi guys, I am going to show you how to create a learning path and add a video to the front or to the first step that can kind of help your kids walk through the learning path, and that would also be very helpful for parents as well.
And learning paths are a fairly new feature on It's Learning. Just to give some background while Courtney gets situated, they came into play about 2 years ago, and they're really set up for online learning. So we have other videos that really go more in depth on the different ways that you can set them up. Courtney's going to show some awesome strategies for if you're really wanting to start using that tool in the classroom, some awesome ways of getting started.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things that I'm hearing from teachers that I've been working with during e-learning is that they want to try out new tech tools, they want to try out some new platforms, and when they do, it might flop because their kids have never used it before, or their parents are so frustrated because their kid doesn't know how to use it. So a learning path is a way that you can use those tech tools that you want to try out, and also provide your kids the scaffolding that they need to get through it on their own.
Because it really guides them step by step, which is nice.
Yes.
A lot of room for confusion, which is helpful.
Yeah. So, like I said, there are tons of videos out there that have already been created that can teach you how to make a learning path. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you how to make the learning path, but I do want to show you a couple of features that can be beneficial to you. So this is a new learning path that I've created in a second grade course. This second grade teacher is working on kind of some end of year projects, and this is a route that we've decided we're going to take. And to add a resource, all you have to do is click add resource, and you have these options to choose what kind of resource you want to add. For this, our first step is going to be giving our students some background information on forests, because that is the animal habitat that they're focusing on. So I'm going to add something from her course that she's already created. Super easy.
That's nice too that you're showing this. So if you've already built some of your resources and you're thinking, oh my gosh, does this mean I have to start over? No, you can just rearrange it with this.
Absolutely. And that's what I really like about the learning path, is that most of the stuff that we've created is in It's Learning. And if it doesn't work with It's Learning, it's something that we have put in a Google slide, which I can show you next. I can go to my Google Drive and add something as well. I've actually already put this resource in. Let's see. I've already put this resource in It's Learning, so I wouldn't necessarily have to go through Google Drive, but just to show you how simple it is to go through Google Drive, that is there as well. So that's how you add resources, super easy. The one thing that I would suggest from this point is, instead of making this forest video the first step, I would add a video of you, the teacher, going through the learning path as a student, which you can change your view up here to pupil, which has been super helpful when creating these. Change your view to pupil and do a screencast of you walking through the learning path step by step. And that way, that first step that your kids come to, they have to sit and watch the video before they can move on to the next step. Parents can also sit there and watch the video with them. They can watch it as many times as they want. And that way there isn't any confusion about what your expectations are. I've seen a lot of teachers adding videos to its pages to get to kind of talk students through their entire day. This is just kind of taking that a step farther and being more specific about a new task. So that's my one suggestion based on feedback that I'm getting from teachers and think some of the awesome things that I'm seeing teachers wanting to try during e-learning.
And that's I love that you came up with that idea for that first step. It's so important that you kind of give students the resources to be successful by explaining to them, this is what this lesson looks like. This is what my screen is as I'm going through this. And especially from parents, I've been helping with the call center, and there's been lots of parents who call in and say, am I in the right place in this lesson? Am I following the steps correctly? And if that video is there, the parents have that tool in their toolkit too. And from the UDL perspective, right, that's the engagement piece. It's helping students be strategic and goal directed, but it's also helpful for representation too, because again, they're getting that additional visual support there, guiding them through the lesson. So
Yeah,
it's
I think
hard for
really
students to, yeah, it's hard for students to do the lesson if they can't find the resources and know what to do. So this really eliminates that possibility. I love it. So thank you, Courtney, so much for your help today and for sharing with us. We'll have a guide on the blog and we'll email it out to everyone so you can see specifically how Courtney is having teachers do this, and as well as information on how to get Screencastify if you haven't used it yet, and a little bit more in depth if you want to start diving into using Learning Paths, a little step-by-step process for that. She showed us an awesome example today, but if you want a little bit more in depth, we have those extra videos that she referenced as well. So thank you so much, and thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.